What's up? What's up? Welcome to my channel. This your girl Bree, coming back with you with Ready Truth TV. And welcome to all my people all around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today I just want to talk about fighting. And I'm not talking about fighting as in physical fighting. I'm talking about fighting for yourself. I'm going to repeat that again. Fighting for yourself. And when I mean fighting for yourself, I'm saying in any situation that you're in, you want to fight for self. And you don't want to be scared when you are fighting for self. Because there's a lot of people that's been wrongfully mistreated on the jobs, wrongfully mistreated when they go into these corporations and their employees are talking to them any kind of way. But I'm here to tell you, you can control and take back your power, meaning we're going to look at it on a universal scale. So all that I said, relationships, with employers, dealing with people in commerce and everyday life. We all have different fights. We even have the prison systems. That's a fight in itself. So all of these things that I am talking about are things that we fight for. We fight for, we need to fight for self. So even in these banks and in these different spaces, we must fight for self. Because if you don't fight for self, you will let people walk all over you. And that's not what you want. You want to not ask people to do something. When you're in a certain type of power, you have the power to tell a person, period. And that's the difference between the God energy and the man energy. The man energy will have you asking, well, can you do this? Or, well, can't, so like, do that, but it's something major, but you're asking, you're not telling people how to operate certain things. Meaning, say for instance, if I go in the bank and I want to make a transaction, I'm not going to ask, can I make a transaction? I'm going to tell the teller, you heard me? Tell the teller what exactly it is that I want them to do. So anything in life, you always want to tell a person exactly how you want them to do anything pertaining to yourself and your business, okay? And a lot of people are scared to handle their business because they don't want to step on anybody's toes. But it's not about that. It's about learning and understanding self and understanding that in order to get any results, you have to fight. You can't give up. So I made a video about exhausting all resources. Believe and exhaust all resources. So go check that out. But back to fighting. We must fight. And when we fight, we will see different results. We can't just tuck our tail and just let people tell us what they want to tell us. And if everybody would fight for self, we wouldn't even have a problem out here, because people will be fighting for self. And then furthermore, there won't be no more fight because everybody is dealing with self, fighting for self. And I say all that to say, people, it's time to really get up, and it's time to really think, and it's time to really say and tell whatever business you have, whatever thing that you're fighting for, whether you're in jail or whether you've been to jail and you're trying to get out of that whole system. But in order to beat the system, you got to understand the system. And that's a whole nother story in itself. But people, fight for self. Stop getting on the phone with these big corporations and getting scared. There's nothing they can do to you. Stop being scared of your employers. There is nothing they can do to you. They need you. You don't need them, okay? We have the God creativity to create anything that we want to create as long as we use our minds. Okay? So, I encourage anybody out there to fight for whatever it is that you need to fight for in a graceful manner. You don't fight with your fist. That's not the type of fight I'm talking about. You use your mind. You use your mind. You keep your mind chiseled, because we do not fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities in high places, energy, you might as well say. So people are always coming for our top, which is our mind. Always. So we have to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. So with that said, keep your mind sharp. Keep your mind sharp. Memory is everything, okay? But back to the fight. Let's fight, people. Let's get up and do what we need to do. Like Martin Luther King holiday is coming up. Are any black people off? Are any black people off with pay? Because other holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these other holidays are off and paid. Chinese New Year, okay? That's on the 24th. People are off and paid for that holiday. But for Martin Luther King's birthday, we should be fighting. We should fight for the same stuff that Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that get, and holidays like that. Why aren't we as a black people, why aren't we fighting? That's a whole nother fight. Why aren't we fighting to have the right to be off of work and with pay for this man's to honor our brother? Okay? Why? Because why? Nobody wants to fight. Everybody wants to sit and complain, but nobody wants to fight. I tell you what, people, right now, on the 20th, Martin Luther King's birthday, okay? If each and every one of us would not go to work, and I'm talking about melanated people, we would make, and I'm talking about global. If everyone globally would say, we are not going to work no matter what, do you know that will be so much energy? That will be a force to be reckoned with. That would be so much power. And I promise you, I know for sure, if everybody in this worldwide, that is melanated say, we will not be going to work because we're going to celebrate our brother, in memory of our brother. We're going to celebrate that, and you guys are going to pay us too. But in order for them to even think about it, you have to stand up. You have to fight. And I ain't talking about marching. I'm talking about everyone, every melanated person don't go to work. Everyone. That's a whole power move. You know why it's a power move? Because not one person around the world went to work that is copper colored. Okay? Not one person around the world went to work. The whole world would stop if all of us would not go to work. And we would definitely get that holiday and paid. But nobody wants to fight. So these are good analogies. So it's time to wake up, people, and start fighting for self. Because that's the only power that we have, is to fight for self. And if everyone fights for self, like I said before, everything will be so much greater. Okay? So with that said, I just wanted to, talk a little bit about fighting. If we would put more effort into fighting for what's ours and for our rights, justice will come. But everyone is scared. Scared. But I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the program. It's time to knock all the paradigms in your mind down. Whatever you were told and you figured out it was a lie, that's just what it is. Now it's time to start understanding the truth, okay? And a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. But if we can break these paradigms, we can build something greater. And I'm metaphysically speaking, I'm mentally speaking, because everything comes through thought. And through thought comes manifestation of the outer, what's on the outside of us. So I'm going to let you know what you thought about 5 years ago. I know you're in some of the stuff that you thought. It may not be all of it, but some of the stuff. Okay? Everything isn't going to just come overnight, microwave. It doesn't work like that. And a lot of people don't understand that. But I'm here to tell you it does not work like that. So people, it's time to fight. It's time to fight not only for your rights, it's time to fight for self. So if you know anybody out there that's going through it and, you see they can't fight, help them fight. We have to help each other. You know what I'm saying? We have to speak life into each other. We have to do what we have to do in order to live. And in order to live, you only can speak life into each other. Because when you tear each other down, you will not live. You will die. Okay? So, with that said, I love you. And all I got to say is fight. Fight. One love. You can handle the truth. The truth will make you think. Peace, love, happiness, and light. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Peace.